Hi everyone, Vladimir, CTO at nowtec Solutions here. Happy holidays. So we're ending this year quite successfully, and I would love to give an year in review, but on the topic of LLMs, generative AI, general purpose AI. So 2024 marked a pivotal year in AI with LLM becoming more accessible, a great variety of specifically open source LLM appearing, emerging, and also the commercial offering becoming more versatile and more affordable. And also LLMs were started being tailored for certain needs, whether these are enterprise needs or general purpose needs. So to us, the LLM is accessible, the LLMs are accessible in two forms. One is private form, powered by Olama. We talked about Olama and private LLMs before. And this is specific because in this manner, you self-host LLMs, and there is a great variety of it. And yeah, there are so many ones, and even the new ones, the moment a model appears in the open source, it gets in here. And they're a really powerful one. Again, my favorite ones are Llama 3.1, 3.3. There are like small models like Phi, Qwen 3. There are uncensored ones like Dolphin and all the derivative, Mixtral, and so many more. And again, not it's not worth mentioning that some of these models are more powerful than the commercial offerings, like from and closed source models like from OpenAI. Yeah, so the contrast of the open source and free offering that you should self-host, there are vendors like OpenAI, Google, Anthropic with Cloud AI, Perplexity, and many more. And again, I wouldn't put the difference that simple that these are good, these are bad, these are more prospering, they are less useful, etc. I just want to showcase how they are used and compare it in different contexts. So, back to private and self-hosted LLMs. For this, to host them, you need a powerful server in the cloud, virtual private server, or a server at your premises with its GPU. So, and again, it's not that easy to get this computing power fast. You need to invest in GPUs, invest in hardware, etc. So the response time it's not always that great because the tools that you would probably use for MLOps, I mean for this kind of hosting the models and getting inference from them wouldn't probably be the most fine-tuned for the large scales. However, I mean you can still use it for out of box right away. So it comes with the cost. It's you kind of you need either electricity at the office or either pay for runtime for the hosting provider or virtual private server provider or cloud provider that will host your model. There is some setup time coming with this. And again, there are clear advantages for it that even though, say, you might end up with a solid check per month, the models are free. And again, wherever there is a privacy concern or, some kind of restriction, resistance in using AI because it might break some privacy, it might affect privacy, specifically in the enterprise sector. Yeah, this is a great option to go. But then again, even from this, in our experience, we tried many of these, and kind of to be able to use in production, it's the Llama family that is great. For example, specifically llama.1, 8 billion parameters, quite small and quite productive. 70 billion parameters, it's also great. And if you get, again, a bigger GPU and a bigger, say, computing power, you can even use the biggest one. But then again, it comes back to the question of response time and the latency that you can get. So the Llama 3.3, it's also a promising one. In the default variation, it's also quite big. I mean, it's the default for it. It's 70B parameters. It has 43 gigabytes, but again, it's really powerful and it really has so many capabilities. So yeah, and again, wherever you need to use AI, we're speaking about like real production serious level here, scalable preferably. Self-hosted options again, low latency, expensive at times, not necessarily scalable unless you employ a team of engineers to streamline it. Then the go-to option would be to referring to such a model in the cloud from a provider like Together AI or NLP Cloud. Because see here, they host all these models for free. You can like try them out in the UI, and it has a quite a decent price. Truth be told, for example, from 1 million records, you pay 88, and some preview models are even for free, if I understand correctly. But anyway, so if you want to quickly make use of Gen AI and like have a certain degree of scalability, not to worry about how you scale, I would refer to a provider like this. There are other ones like NLP Cloud. Some, providers also have the hosting of large model with the big latency and affordable pricing. And again, this comes cheaper than commercial offering like OpenAI, and this you can also get a structured response from this. So like again, this Llama family features things like one-shot learning variables, and again, if you fine tune them, they are very potent, and they return structure response. You can like squeeze a lot of out of it. However, it needs a bit of smaller fine tuning, specifically if you want it to work for your business case. It just doesn't come out of the box. And again, match the text, match the rules. You have to input certain variables. You have to give clear instructions. You have to make it return clear response. Again, but that's not all. It's not like your daily work doesn't only should not only rely on some open source offering. And again, they're useful in certain automations, in certain scenarios. But you can also go to other vendors for specific use cases. For example, if you need to do R&D, my number one option would be Perplexity because it has search capabilities. It gives you summary, it gives you references to read through. And again, when you're adopting AI, you're relying on tools like this, and some of them are instantly available. And for example, here I can quickly find an answer to any questions. What's the Olama pricing from Together AI? And then it gives you sources, it gives you some description. And yeah, that's really interesting how you can like quickly access structured data with references. And then another case is like another type of LLM in a way. It's Anthropic Cloud AI. It has such a powerful set of features. specifically for creative, for generating documents, for anything you can imagine that you need to get. Also, it's good at coding and creating separate config files. I can say create a config file for Tomcat, that is server software for on Java, and it gives instantly a reply. But you can query wherever you want. You can ask for, say, to create an invoice, to create a document, to create a template. Even the script for this video I managed to create with Cloudy. So again, to sum it up, it's been a long year. It's been a challenging year in terms of AI adoption. And we at nowtec Solutions explored quite many options. We started with, of course, OpenAI's API, then it turned out to be like more expensive. A lot of our customers were having privacy concerns. So in order to convince them, we had to do a setup of private LLM with Llama. Then it was not only the end of the road, we had to fine tune it, we had to perfect it, we had to learn to squeeze the max out of it. And so we did. And then we've been pretty happy with the offering from Perplexity and Cloudy that again helps you complete the task so much faster. Our empirical guess it's around 25-30%. But then again, for our future products that we are planning to launch in the market, the new products that we plan to launch in the market in Q1 2025, we'd likely rely on Llama with a provider like Together AI, NLP Cloud. Again, we're still considering self-hosted options, but again, there we hit the limits quite fast. And in order to avoid complexity, we would love to to take the best what's there. And then again, we also looking at the things like agentic AI, other trends, and how you again fine-tune it to make it work for you. We're keeping an eye on AI startups. But that again, it's important to be able to structure interactions with LLMs. And once you have it structured, it's less of a deal to make it smarter, more agentic, more kind of chained. So, yeah, okay. Thanks everyone for being with us this year and wishing you a productive and prosperous year. And happy holidays and looking forward to creating and delivering so many cool things to the market next year. Thanks. Bye.